I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
So we go and look in the books. There's books over there, isn't there? I think this calls for a whiskey. This will affect your destiny. Oh, God. I wish I hadn't done that. Hi, all good names are gone. That is an awesome username you've got there. And very true. Right, so let's check this out then. Oh, hi to anyone else I've recently missed. Sorry, I've been listening to this and...
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Ah.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coasts of Massachusetts. A lot of the adventures that I have played in the role-playing games of Call of Cthulhu take place near Boston and in that New England area. I don't know why that is, but that's where
all I
they're
have
set.
to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
It says leave for Darkwater. I think it means I've done everything that I need to do in here. I wished I hadn't drunk that whiskey. It's got me worrying now.
I used to be an avid reader.
Okay, I think... Oh, The Learning of Medicine, Volume 1. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. The first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. Excellent. We can take that, right? Yes, The Learning of Medicine, Progression. View the character sheet. What does that do? It looks like it has gone up. Oh, I like the noise like a typewriter. That's cool. Right, sanity. What does that one do? Does that say just nightmares? Stable. Confident in your abilities and your Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts. Your convictions and your perceptions of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. I'm guessing as we go down the rabbit hole, that becomes a bit wilder. Lovecraft lived in Rhode Island, hence the Boston leaning. That would make perfect sense, project. Thanks. We've got the painting. The painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks it is linked to the death of his daughter. I guess we'll find out. Let's have a look. I think we've read that. So, Darkwater. Oh, what's we got here? Stephen Webster, 63, businessman, a wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area. Stephen Webster came to see me in order that I investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah. The man accepts neither refusals nor inconvenient truths. He's ready to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. Charles Hawkins, deceased. Ship owner, age 41. Charles was a local celebrity on Darkwater. The heir of a shipowner family, he used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. But a child named Simon lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins, the painter, known for a tortured artistic universe. So it sounds like she's painted a lot of this sort of stuff. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." This is bad news. A marriage to Charles Hawkins years ago surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress, known for her party-going, chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She's been recruited into a cult. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continues to seek the truth. And poor old Simon, the schoolboy at 11, only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, he died in the fire that claimed his whole family. So We have a little bit of information. And we've got some knowledge on the occult, the art of Sarah Hawkins, intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images, with violent colours and wild strokes, to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce. Oh, that's me. Okay. Well, it's nice how the clues build up. Right, let's get out of here then. Leave for dark water. I think that's what we need to do. We've done everything else, yeah? Leave for dark water. Let's just go then. Leave. Have I picked up everything that I should? Just check.
Dark water is off the coast.
Right, we've got that
Boston.
one. Yeah, we found that out.
But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times
we're good
at
to
the end
go.
of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Achievement unlocked, the Sarah Hawkins case. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. What we're going to find. Does my sweater say gamer? It actually says, let's see if you can see this. It says gamer for life. Hence the MarkGFL in the username. I do have another one with MarkGFL and the logo on, but yeah, that it kind of all ties in. Enter madness. Well, I guess that was the intro then. Again, classic Cthulhu-esque intro scene here. The cold, dark waters of the bay, the fog, something's stirring. I'm not too keen on that double text on all the writing there. A bit out of focus.
We're almost there.
It's Popeye. That music, though. That music means something is gonna happen bad. Similar sounding music to the Das Boot theme. Oh, hi there, Zarias, by the way. The Scylla. Guess those are what? Whaling hooks? Hanging the meat overboard to dry out or whatever? I don't know. Give him some spinach. Don't start it with the behind me stuff, because by the time I've played this for a couple of hours...
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Okay. It's a bit of a mess.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the harbor master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Okay, so let's take a look in the diary. What have we just found out? On the approaches to Darkwater, I saw thick clouds masking the sky. They were so low, they seemed intent on impaling themselves on the sharp reefs that circle the island. Fitzroy, the captain of the only tub that manages to float to the mainland, offered to help me. He may have documents that belong to Charles Hawkins. Fitzroy advised me to visit the port's bar. He mentioned a little pick-me-up. I suppose I could get the lay of the land at the same time, and we could get drunk. Fishermen have gathered around the carcass of a killer whale. Could have a look and see what the local cops have got to tell me. Captain Fitzroy offered to share with me what he has found on the Hawkins in the archives of the Harbour Master's office. I think by the time I get there, he's probably going to be dead. I foresee bad things happening. That's definitely to be inspected. Let's go and talk to this fisherman dude at the end here. Push him off. Can we do it? No. Okay. Can I talk to him? I cannot. Can I? I can't fall off the edge. So it won't let me. And that's done. Right, okay, so we can't do anything there. So I guess there is limited... Limited... What's the word? Options for interaction in this game. So maybe it's fairly linear.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
Have you seen how old this thing is?
They're trying to
If you
drag
force
this
it too much, we'll
thing
break everything.
back out to sea. What are they going to do with that?
Can't do that.
But
That's,
it's only a fish.
A fish?
That's
You've
mangled.
got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
He's giving me the evil eye.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get us into trouble.
I'm not sure about those
You
arm
can't
animations.
understand. You're not
Right.
sailors. It's a sign. There's
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
There's a crab down there.
Oh yeah,
Can we do that again? Any more?
What could have done so much damage?
you can't understand.
What could have
No.
done so
Okay.
much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
This animation on some of these characters is a bit off, I think. Okay.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You don't put that beast back in the water.
Friendly
you
advice
shysters. You're
that
crazy.
I don't think was terribly
Cops,
friendly.
They can't understand.
Looks a bit
Damn
fishy to
stupid
you.
Idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an
Parker
omen.
from Thunderbirds
Oh,
has let
yeah.
himself go.
He's gonna get us into
I
trouble.
see what you mean. Can I speak to these
Can't
people?
understand. You're not sailors.
I cannot.
It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real
Well, it says to
bad.
talk to Fitzroy, so I think we've investigated
Don't
all
put
we
that
can
beast
there.
back in the water,
Now,
you
having said
shysters.
that, there's something down here. Oh, is it just a lantern? I got... Right. Oh! Oh, I can set light to something. Cool. It's with the press of the button. Nice. Now that might come in very handy. Should I go and set fire to that cop's nose? Is that possible? Harbour Master's office. Before I go in there, let's just explore and just make sure there's... This is the bar, right? The
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Okay. No shortage of alcohol then. And a gang of angry-looking sailors blocking...
don't know what you're doing? Hidden in the fog?
There's nothing for you here either. Beat it.
Optimistic.
Something's going on, but I think I'm being railroaded in one direction. I've got the bar. Let's go and speak to the guy up there first. See that thing? There's something glistening on the end of there. Did I miss a clue? Or is it just the moonlight reflecting? I think it's just a reflection, isn't it? Go and take a look. I'm going to get there and it's just moonlight, isn't it? It's just moonlight, right. Do you know what I don't think we need? Let me just go into the settings. I don't think we need the crosshair on, because I don't think it's that critical. Let's turn that off. There, that looks a bit nicer. We can still get close and check stuff out there. That looks better. Do I shut the door? Oh. I thought that was going to do something, but...
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Huh. Nothing on the back. We'll talk to him in a moment. Can we go through there? We can. It's a toilet! We might be needing that later.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
So we're learning all about the stuff around here, but... Oh, wait. There's got to be something. The Learning of Medicine, Volume 2. View the character sheet. So is it 12% before? Right, so every time I find one of those books, it goes up by 2%. That's quite handy to know. You're going to put on brown trousers just in case you have an accident. I think it'll be me that has the accident before you guys do. Unless the sight of me freaking out is what actually freaks you guys out, which is possible. We've got some harpoons here.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Now that's Popeye. We'll ask him about that.
What a macabre souvenir.
Wooden leg. Old peg leg. Can't jump. Guess we go down the old-fashioned way then, using the stairs. I like the sound of those footsteps. They sound like something's up. It's just a different part. Can I... Looks very run down, this place.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you.
The hell was
But in
that?
truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay. Oh, it's a foghorn outside I can hear. Said they're on the table next to me. Oh, right, this one.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information hidden? So this is basically... Charles Hawkins is signing off on it, but they're scrubbing out the actual cargo, I'm guessing, so we can't see what's been brought in. Interesting. New clue memorized. I think we're done in here. Go to the bar. Talk to Fitzroy. Can I talk to him? I think that means it's done. trying to figure out what the quest log means up at the top right there. Let's go and see what's going down in the bar then. Oh, you didn't want to do that. Oh, God.
Hey, be careful.
Thought we were going to start a proper fight there then. She looks trouble.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
The guy didn't show respect. We'll go for eloquence.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
Try me.
We'll see.
Did that work? I think that worked. Does this mean these aren't unlocked yet? Order a drink.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway.
She
Anything else?
gave that away.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Yeah, let's have a drink.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Wow, this is Popeye. Look at those arms. Holy hell. You don't get arms like that pouring whiskey behind a bar.
I think we'll get along well.
Okay. Oh, there's more. This will affect your destiny. I don't like that. I'm not ordering any more just yet then. Let's see.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Okay.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Not speaking ill if it's true.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
It's a good point.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Did I get a haircut? I did get a haircut last week, I think. I had to get it done before I couldn't see for hair in my eyes. Let's have a look.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I don't think so. This still looks like it's got
What
something
can
to
you
say.
tell me about her?
Did I
We
miss
all
something?
knew she was famous on the mainland
Oh,
for her paintings.
skip.
Then, I don't want to speak.
No, I think we've got it. We've got it.
I've got what I need.
Cool.
Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Have I done about the dark water? Yeah,
That'll be all for now.
I think we're done. So, talk to Fitzroy, consult the diary. These people are having a good old sing-song. I'm just going to have a explore around here first, see if I can find anything to...
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
Asylum staff.
The doctor. What did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
There's always an asylum in these stories. Is that someone on the other end?
She will do it again, you know.
The hell's that? I can see someone through the window out there,
Cold. She won't
like leaning over the rails.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
This doesn't look like your typical sailor dude.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
What the hell is he reading, and why does he have a load of scroll on the inside of his arm? Oh, God. Is that going to be me in time to come?
You like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Oh, okay.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Right.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
These sprites and animations are comical, I think, to say the least. But I don't mind that. They might not be the biggest studio, these guys. And it doesn't matter, as long as the story's good.